And the other team must get that pass. Darrelle Revis with the intercept. Then Brady under duress again. Galloway was open. The Pats still led at the break 9-3. Then the Mark Sanchez story with Adrian Grenier from Entourage as Mark. The Jets' first play of the second half, 45 yards to Jericho Cotchery. This will set up 2 plays later. Sanchez to Dustin Keller from 9 yards. The Jets' first lead versus the Pats at home since December of 2001. And they hold on to it at 16-9 with $1:06 left. The Pats left on their own 28. Last chance. Once again, the Jets still blitzing, leaving Tom looking like a big bag full of mashed up Tom Brady. Don't blink, because here comes the Ryan Belichick handshake. Not to worry, Rex will leave him a voicemail later. Brady's 21-game win streak is over. Belichick's 9-game win streak at the Meadowlands is over. The Pats streak, Brady and Belichick not losing to a rookie QB since 2004 is over. Mark Sanchez is the king of New York. And here are now the coaches. And again, leave a message after the beep.
They outplayed us and outcoached us. They just performed better than we did over the 60 minutes. And I think that was pretty much the story of the game.
That's the best quarterback in the league. That's the best coach in the league. But, again, I thought we'd have the best team today, and I thought we did have the better team today. We're a football team that should be respected. And sometimes, we talk a little bit or something like that, only because we have confidence in our football team.
Out of habit, after these highlights were played, Rodney Harrison left for parts unknown. No, there he is on the other side of the studio with Dan and the coach. The only difference I see, Rodney, is there's no Rodney right now with the Patriots. What's going on?
There never will be a Rodney Harrison. I'm safe, I'm comfortable, and I'm healthy right now.
What do you think it was like in that locker room for the Patriots?
Oh, it was like a funeral. I mean, you probably couldn't hear one single word. These guys are very disappointed. It was a great opportunity to go on a road in a divisional game and become 2-0. And the way they played last week against the Buffalo Bills and come back and have that same repeat performance, very disappointing for the guys.
But it's not very often when another team gives you bulletin board material if you're the Patriots. You've got Belichick saying the other coach is saying this. DBs are talking about hitting Tom Brady.
These teams hate each other. They absolutely hate each other. And I don't understand. I mean, when I came to the Patriots back in 2003, the week before we actually played the Jets, I started hating the Jets, and I don't even know why I hated the Jets. I just hate the Jets. I still hate them right now as I'm standing with you.
I'll get some separation here if I can. Here, you don't hear Tom Brady exploited. You don't hear those terms very often. Did Rex Ryan exploit Tom Brady today?
He went after him. He did exactly what he said he was going to do, Rex Ryan. We're going to put the pressure on him. We're going to blitz every down. We're going to hit him, and we're going to make him be an average football player. And today they did that.
But is it defensive scheme? How much do you factor in Brady still coming back from the knee injury?
Well, I had Peyton Manning coming off a knee injury last year, and there's a little bit of that, but this was much, much more about the Jets and what they did to get after him and make him uncomfortable.
Oh, you got a play that's a microcosm of the afternoon
here?
Sure
do. This is a big play, third down, late in the game, where Tom Brady usually shines, and the Jets come with a funny package: 2 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 6 defensive backs. Tom Brady knows there's going to be pressure coming from somewhere, and because this free safety is out of the middle and on this side, he knows it's coming from his right. He's going to bring Kevin Falk over here to help pick up this blitz that's coming from these linebackers and this DB. Now, he's got Randy Moss here one-on-one. He's got Galloway here one-on-one. Normally, he's coming to Moss. People don't even get in these defenses against New England because they're afraid of Moss.
But you got a lockdown DB here.
Darrelle Revis did a great job. He causes Brady to go the other way. Now, the other thing that's interesting here, here's Tom Brady's pocket. There's his line. That's where he should be throwing this ball. But he's worried about the pressure. And you don't see this from Brady very often. He drifts out of the pocket and drifts into the pressure. He doesn't step into this throw, throws backing up. He's got a man open. This ball is off target. Usually this is a throw Tom Brady makes, and the drive continues. They had to punt this ball, and they never recovered. But this was Rex Ryan. He said the pressure would get to him eventually, and it did.
But is this something that teams are going to exploit? Is there a weakness here with the Patriots?
If you're able to do it. But not everybody has corners like this. Not everybody has a Darrelle Revis that can handle Randy Moss one-on-one. And Revis did it all day. He might have been the MVP today.
And I'd just like to say one thing. I mean, there's a sense of urgency in that locker room, but there's not a sense of panic, okay? The Patriots have been there before. They know they still have a lot of veteran players, and they always have a chance when you got number 12.
And they got the Falcons coming up next week. We're a little more than a half hour away from kickoff in Dallas. Coming up next, more highlights from week 2. You're watching Football Night in America.
It's right here. It's easy. It's the money you could be saving with Geico.
It's not enough that you see the game. You gotta feel, hear, own every move. Be so close to it. You're knocked over on every play.
Presenting the Samsung LED TV. Real 240 hertz clarity. In your face LED brilliance.
The NFL, that's how I see it.
The Samsung LED TV. It's football in hyper-real.
Doctor says I have to lower my cholesterol.
Here you go, Mr. Noren.
Trying to lower your cholesterol can be a challenge, but with the help of Honey Nut Cheerios' sweet taste, lowering your cholesterol is a non-challenge. Get your free sample online at nonchallenge.com.
This is really good.
Dish Network takes you where the action is. Every Sunday afternoon, every team, every exciting moment is caught inside the red zone. NFL Red Zone, a new way to watch football. Available on Dish Network. Call now.
Look at this man,
so blessed with inspiration.
I don't know much,
but I know I love you,
and that may be all I need to know.
Customers love GE aircraft engines almost as much as we love making them. Innovation today for America's tomorrow.
I thought I had danced with the devil when I bought the Dallas Cowboys. Interest alone was over $75,000 a day. Fear is an important part of my motivation. That'll cause you to win a Super Bowl in about 3 years. I am American business. I watch CNBC.
Everything's a bit different in this stadium. Here's Eli Manning a short time ago, hearing it from Cowboy fans as he navigates a walkway through a field-level club on his way to the playing field. Another feature designed to maximize home field advantage. Now, if you want to know what else is happening around the NFL, here's the place to go. Pro Football Talk on NBCSports.com. Among the headlines right now, how much time will Matt Hasselbeck miss with a rib injury? More on Chris Johnson's career day in a losing effort against the Texans, and the number of passes Tom Brady has had to throw in his first 2 games of the 2009 season. Meanwhile, the potential headline here in Dallas could be tonight's attendance. They've got a shot at the largest regular season crowd in league history. The record was set back in 2005 when 103,467 filled Azteca Stadium in Mexico City for a Cardinals-Niners game. Now, until Chris, Tiki, and I hit the road, some people thought the studio in New York was about that crowded, but no more. Here now, with plenty of elbow room, are Dan and Keith.
We rent these seats. Bob owns these seats, Bob.
Oh, suck up. Why don't you?
It sounded good, didn't it?
The vagaries of the regular season schedule being decipherable only to Roger Goodell, Paul Zimmerman, and the HAL 9000. It should be no surprise that this is the first time this has ever been said. Tampa Bay was at Buffalo. That means TO time in its latest incarnation, and they bought him a trampoline. 7-zip Bills, Byron Leftwich trying to make it no, that didn't work out too well. Dante Whitner, and there's nobody going to stop him either. It's 14-zip Bills as the Buffaloes begin to beat up on the Bucs. Trent Edwards had a good day, already 20-7 he's ahead. Owens dropped that ball. And then the Bills in the red zone. Fred Jackson dropped that ball. It was knocked out of his hand. Here's Sammy Pescatelli taking it all the way back to the Buffalo 8, which set up a Cadillac Williams touchdown cast. Oh, trade me. 23-14 Buffalo, and finally, it's the big day that T.O. was looking for. Edwards, Owens, beats the defender, and that is finally over, 30-14, and he's still talking and will be till the morning. 33-20 is your final. Buffalo, 218 yards rushing, the most since 2007 is Fred Jackson. It's 163 yards with Marshawn Lynch still out. So far, Raheem Morris, the Bucs coach and the famed ex-assistant at Cornell University, is 0-2.
Baltimore in San Diego, and the Chargers without LaDainian Tomlinson, snapping a streak of 65 consecutive starts. And that meant more carries, more opportunities for Darren Sproles. 7 catches, 124 yards, including this one. He is gone. 81 yards, and it's 7-0 San Diego, still in the first quarter. But Baltimore would come back. The new and improved offense. That's Willis McGahee capping a 78-yard drive, 14-10 Baltimore. Second half, Phillip Rivers will cringe when he sees this one tomorrow in film studies. DeJuan Landry. Todd Heap makes the Chargers pay from Joe Flacco, 28-16 Baltimore. But then, here come the Chargers. Rivers threw for 436 yards, including 35 on this one to Vincent Jackson, 28-23 Baltimore. Rivers, though, got greedy in his end zone. Antoine Barnes, that led to a field goal, and it's 31-26 Baltimore. Here's the biggest play of the game, and it's by the future Hall of Famer. Ray Lewis stops Darren Sproles. 4th and short, and Baltimore wins it 31-26. Joe Flacco throws for $190, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. McGahee rushes for 79 yards. And the Chargers, without LaDainian Tomlinson, get just 26 yards rushing from Darren Sproles. Let me ask you about what you saw with Ray Lewis. Getting older in that position.
Wow.
How about that play?
Oh, man, I love Ray Lewis, one of the most intense, just intense players that I've ever been around. And getting a chance to talk to Ray Lewis, he says, you know what, everyone doubts me. Everyone thinks that I'm getting old, I'm too slow.
Darren Sproles doesn't doubt him.
Man, that's the biggest. You know what? That's probably the biggest play of his career right there. He was all over the field today.
What about Baltimore's offense here, Coach?
Well, to me, that was the story. Joe Flacco used to be Ray Lewis in that defense in the running game, but these guys now are putting up 35 points a game. Joe Flacco in his second year has made that improvement, and they're going to be a force.
All right, more highlights coming up. We saw Eli Manning on the field moments ago. Here's Tony Romo, no doubt getting a warmer reaction from the fans in that field-level playing club. Another unique feature of the stadium built by Jerry Jones. Bob Costas talking live with the Cowboys owner, plus more Week 2 highlights after this.
You got some pretty important reasons to eat better. So now, 23 Campbell's Chunky Soups have 100% lean meat and a full serving of vegetables. A man's got to eat. He just wants to eat better. Campbell's Chunky.
Introducing the Craftsman Cordless Multi-Tool. Remodel, regrout, restore, all repowered. Meet the hand tool, rethought. The power and versatility of 6 tools packed into one. More innovations, more great values. Craftsman, trust in your hands.
Take your time to find the right time with Cialis for daily use. A clinically proven low-dose tablet for erectile dysfunction you take every day. So you can be ready anytime the moment is right.
Tell your doctor about your medical condition and all medications, and ask if you're healthy enough for sexual activity. Don't take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Don't drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, stop taking Cialis and call your doctor right away.
36-hour Cialis or Cialis for daily use. Ask your doctor about Cialis today, so when the moment is right, you can be ready.
Here's Tiger Woods doing what he does best, setting up, preparing.
He does it better than anyone else.
Makes all the difference, Jim.
Wait, I think he's ready.
Once again, excellent choice.
We've come to expect nothing less.
he can see us.
Prepare your skin with Gillette's new line of hydrating body wash. It has 3 times more hydrators that lock in moisture and help eliminate dry skin.
Is that going to be cash or credit?
Check.
We only take little checks.
Go to SI.com/vault and relive the passion, the excitement, and all the best moments from the Cowboys-Giants rivalry as only Sports Illustrated could capture it. Get the covers that tell the story of this epic rivalry at SI.com/vault.
Seattle at San Francisco, and the highlights to prove it. Frank Gore had 30 yards on 22 carries against Arizona week 1. Oh, did he do well this week? That's 79 yards in 1 carry. That's a career-high touchdown run for Gore. 10-0 Niners. Seattle got a scare in the second quarter. Second and goal, Matt Hasselbeck gets tackled by Patrick Willis. Bruised ribs, expected to play next week. Easy for me to say. Seneca Wallace replaced him and threw a 1-yard touchdown on the very next play. Oh, yeah, that's Frank Gore again. First play, second half, 207 yards, career high? No. 212 yards is career high. That came against Seattle as well. San Francisco, Mike Singletary, 23-10 winners, and they are undefeated, Keith.
Eric Mangini and Josh McDaniels, who are assistants under Bill Belichick, meet to discuss the over-under on F-bombs from Bill. 229, 230. Kyle Orton, throw it to Stokely. No, it's Tony Scheffler, 7-6 Denver. By the fourth quarter, it's 20-6 Bronx. Correll Buckhalter breaks free, and it's a 45-yard touchdown. Who said they didn't have a rusher this year? 27-6 after 75 yards last week. And he, by the way, clotheslines the guy going in there. And Eric Mangini as the Beaver. Denver has won 10 straight home openers. The question here is, after another great day on defense for Denver, is it their D? They're only giving up 13 points this year. Is it their goodness or the 2 Ohio teams' offensive not-so-goodness?
Time for the Sprint Sunday night right now. And right now in Dallas, Bob Costas has the one guest who can provide the ultimate inside look at the Cowboys' new stadium. He's live with Jerry Jones. Bob?
And Dan, moments ago, they announced that the stadium is at capacity. We don't want to jump the gun. It isn't 100% official till they release the number, but capacity here is 111,000. That means you set the record.
Well, of course, we're excited. Dallas fans, the Cowboy fans, have been such an asset to the NFL, and it's exciting to have that record set here with this new stadium.
Apart from the sheer size and the fan amenities at the high end and the video board, which everybody knows about, what part of the fan experience here makes you most proud?
Well, I think the technology. Certainly, our fans are going to be able to sit in Section 1, Seat 3, and before they leave here, they're going to have seen everything going on in this stadium as though they were right in the middle of it through the digital screen and the various other ways we've got to communicate with them. It's so important that if they're going to come, that they have an experience that they don't have when they're watching it at home.
We know that you have the highest average ticket prices in the NFL. We also know that there are some 20,000 standing room seats that have some comforts about them with the plasma screens and the little tables all around, and they only cost $29. But apart from that, if a fan doesn't want to stand but doesn't have the money for high-end premium seats, what's the most reasonable deal and how many of those seats are there?
Well, first of all, Bob, the premium seats are so that they own the seat.
Yes.
And that gives them the right to sell the seat at any time in the future. But I think the $59 price point, a $79 price point, those are the ticket prices that go with the seat that aren't seat licensed.
What if someone watching at home outside Dallas says, boy, this is spectacular, but with a new collective bargaining agreement out there, if there are alterations to the salary cap and to the revenue sharing concept, is this a step in the direction of baseball at its worst? Baseball's gotten better in the last few years, but at its worst, where the highest revenue teams had a huge competitive advantage.
Well, I think the most important thing is to understand the will of the ownership right now is to get a deal done. And while we are looking at the future and don't have it done, I think that we've got a great chance too. From my perspective, having just opened a new stadium, it is in our best interest that we have a deal with the players, that they benefit from a stadium like this. My job for the players is to go out and grow the pie. And that way, they have the opportunity. They can concentrate on playing. We can concentrate on building stadiums.
If the pie grows, it's great, as long as there's competitive equity, which has been a hallmark of the NFL.
You've got to have the ability to make an investment like this, take risks like this. And if you do so, then you have the ability to grow the pie for the players. And that's the basis that we dealt on the last several years, and we'll get that done in the future.
Two things in about a half a minute here. Years ago, when you unveiled the plans, you told me you want this not just to be a great place for fans to watch games, but you want it to be an iconic location, like the original Yankee Stadium. Maybe even in a flight of fancy, you said, like the Roman Coliseum, where people will want to come and see it even if there's no event there.
Well, it's such a problem. I mean, I'm so proud to get to represent all the Cowboy fans, all the NFL fans, and really, if you will, the great players. That's how you have a stadium like this, and the NFL makes it possible. The Cowboys make it possible, and yes, this is, to me, what football can be for the future.
Years in the making, years more in the imagining, now minutes from kickoff. What are you feeling?
Well, I've gotten to do this 3 times for a Super Bowl, and we won them. I feel exactly the same way. I haven't slept. I know that if I could play in this thing and be a player out here, I just would never quit running or never quit wanting to compete. And I hope our fans sense this. I think our players will perform up to the stadium's level.
Congratulations on your dream coming to fruition.
Bob, great to be with you.
Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys. Now, the opening of the new stadium is attracting all kinds of attention, that's obvious, including that of John Madden, who's in attendance tonight. Yesterday, I spoke with the coach and asked him about leaving the booth after 30 years as a broadcasting fixture.
There comes a time, just because you love it and just because you've done it for a long time, that doesn't mean you're going to do it forever. And it was just a time for me that's it. I'm not going to do it anymore, and I shouldn't do it anymore. And when I say I miss it, that doesn't mean that I regret it. I don't regret the decision, but doggone, I miss it.
More on my conversation with John Madden at halftime. Right now, highlights from one more game, and for that, we go back to 30 Rock and Keith.
Bob, thanks. Did the Steelers-Bears matchup really shine as much without Troy Polamalu, without Brian Urlacher? A little deflation there as they met for one of only the first 12 times in Chicago. Jay Cutler made it, but the bad news for the Bears, Urlacher, that looks good, that does not. The wrist and the cast. Ben Roethlisberger, we sent a very small cameraman to the game. Pittsburgh's first possession, Roethlisberger looking up top for Hines Ward, and he's good for 13 yards. Setting up 5 plays later, Matt Spaeth. It took up 13 plays in 8 minutes to make it 7-zip. But meanwhile, the story for the Bears early on, Johnny Knox trying to turn Chicago into Johnny Knoxville. Saw that one coming down Broadway. Those doors open, didn't you? Knox, 22 yards. Knox from Cutler, 16 yards. Every quarterback has a favorite receiver. And when it comes to be crunch time, it's Cutler to Kellen Davis, not Knox. 7-all. Troy Polamalu is upset because his hair cannot flop in the breeze during the game if he's sitting on the sidelines. Rashard Mendenhall starts the second half for the Steelers with a big 39-yard breakthrough that will set up something for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger from 2 yards out, 14-7 Steelers, and I fell on my keys. So the Steelers have the lead at Chicago, but Alex Brown will make the Steelers pay. Stuffs Willie Parker for the loss of 1. Now, even though he's inside this MRI-style device, he breaks out in time to nail Roethlisberger as the other team's quarterback must slowly go down and go down hard. Sets up Jeff Reed for a field goal, which he misses. Ensuing possession, Cutler back to Greg Olsen, wide open, 29 yards. Cutler, 14-7, tying touchdown to Johnny Knox. 14-all. Late in the fourth, Jeff Reed to put the Steelers ahead. 43 yards and no good. I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. Tied still, 20 seconds left. Robbie Gould from way downtown. Bang! And it's 17-14 Bears. And again, Jeff is really not happy. Pittsburgh has lost 11 of 12 all-time at Chicago. You would have thought they'd played more there, but they did not. Roethlisberger, 221 yards. Jay Cutler, 27 of 38 for 236, 2 touchdowns, one of them to Johnny Knox. Our Tiki Barber was at Soldier Field in Chicago. A little bit of rain and a lot of Jay Cutler. Hi, Tiki.
How you doing, Keith? Even though it took him about a half to get ready in this game and find his rhythm, the story was Jay Cutler and how he would respond to last week's dismal performance against the Green Bay Packers. We got a chance to talk to Lovie Smith about his new quarterback after the game.
I thought he made some great throws. Sometimes it's just not your day, and that was the case last week. He went back to work this past week, worked hard, and he's a good football player. Mobile, was able to make a lot of plays for us today.
There's a lot of expectations on him for this season. Does it give him a level of confidence and this team a level of confidence with the way he played at the end of the game?
Oh, definitely so. He's a good football player, and our entire ball club knows that. We're going to be in situations like this where we're going to ask him to step up to the plate, and he's going to do it.
Defending Super Bowl champions come in here after a tough loss last week. What did this mean for you guys and going forward?
Well, it's big. You judge yourself by how you play against the best. Mike Tomlin and the Steelers are a great team, but for us, we think we are too, and we validated that a little bit today.
Tiki, you also got a chance to talk to Cutler afterwards?
I did get a chance to talk to him, and he talked about the expectations of this team with him coming in, Orlando Pace, and what this offense was supposed to do. He said this tough win allowed them to take some of that pressure that they've had from the very beginning of the preseason and project it forward to the games that they're going to play later on. Now, this game, and you mentioned in the highlights, is about fundamentals. The Steelers didn't have the fundamentals on special teams. They missed 2 field goals, Jeff Reed did, which allowed the Chicago Bears to finally pull this one out at the end.
But you got to be able to pull it out, which is what Cutler did. Tiki Barber at Soldier Field in Chicago. Thank you, Tiki. Back with Rodney Harrison in here, and we were wondering going into this game, no Urlacher for the Bears, and obviously, okay, the whole defense collapses. Kind of overshadowed what the Steelers missed in Polamalu being out of that game.
Well, it's all this talk about Jay Cutler, but I think the biggest impact came from a guy that didn't even play the game, and that's Troy Polamalu. As I watched this film, I saw receivers going up the middle, uninvaded. I saw guys catching touchdown balls, 2 against Tyrone Carter, Troy Polamalu's replacement. So Troy Polamalu, he's the best defensive player in the game, and I mean, he's sorely missed.
Yeah, when they talk about a guy being all over the field, suddenly he's not there. You miss him everywhere.
And their defense goes from a great defense to being just a good defense.
It's an extraordinary change. Dan, Coach?
All right. You got the coach's clicker out now. Let's look at some things that Cutler did. Last week, you were pretty critical of him. You said that you wanted to see leadership skills. He didn't display that in Green Bay. What did you see against Pittsburgh you didn't see in Green Bay?
I saw the leadership today. They got down and they needed him, and Jay Cutler was sensational in the clutch. He handled the blitzes and the pressure this week where he didn't last week. I think he learned a little bit because same defense, Dick LeBeau here, he's got a 5-receiver set, and anytime he did this, Pittsburgh was going to blitz. They've got people who are going to come off free. He's got one-on-ones all over the field, but the matchup he likes is right here. Johnny Knox on, as Rodney said, Tyrone Carter, not Troy Polamalu. So that's where he wants to go. Pittsburgh comes. Jay Cutler knows he's got a free guy unblocked, James Harrison, but he is going to deliver this ball on the money to Knox and taking advantage of that mismatch, Troy Polamalu, who wasn't there in the game.
And you bring up the point that 3-4 defense that Green Bay had. He had to be used to seeing that pressure, though, that you were going to see with Pittsburgh here.
He did. Pittsburgh was going to copy that game plan. They were going to bring it, and he was much more decisive this week. He knew where he wanted to go. He took advantage of his mismatches. He also got it to his tight ends a little bit more than he did last week. That was the key to the game.
And it certainly helped not seeing Polamalu across the line of scrimmage.
That helped a lot.
All right, Sprint Sunday now continues from Dallas. The Giants and the Cowboys in an NFC East showdown. Much at stake in Dallas, where the Cowboys have not won a playoff game since 1996. Giants, of course, Super Bowl champs 2 seasons ago. You can catch all the action from down on the field throughout tonight's game with Sunday Night Football Extra. The NFL Now, only from Sprint, only on the Now Network.
Welcome to Sprint's Now Network, population 49 million. Right now, 25,000 Sprint NFL Mobile Live users are listening to live game day audio. 600 are listening at the game. 2,900 fantasy owners conveniently waited until now to text their opponent their star player has a bye week. And 1,600 players are drinking 32,000 cups of Gatorade, while 80 gallons are being saved for an unexpected bath. For more NFL Now, join 1.5 million NFL Mobile Live users. Text NFL to 7777, only from Sprint, the Now Network.
Could someone toss me an 11/16 wrench over here? Here you go.
11/16.
From designing some of the world's cleanest and most fuel-efficient jet engines to building more wind turbines than anyone in the country, the people of GE are working together, creating innovation today for America's tomorrow.
Thanks. No problem.
So word's getting out that Geico can help people save in even more ways. On motorcycle insurance, RV, camper, boat insurance. Nice work, everyone.
Well, it's easy for him. He's a cute little lizard. Gecko, actually. With all due respect, if I was tiny and green and had a British accent, I'd have more folks paying attention to me, too. I mean, save money. Pip, pip, cheerio.
British? I thought you were Australian.
Well, it's funny you should ask, because actually, I'm from...
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Win. Live Nation VIP concert access with Scrabble at Subway. Play the game millions have won. Everything from Prius cars to $100,000 jackpots, trips, and VIP concert access. Play Scrabble at Subway, where winners eat.
What do you say to a spin around the color wheel? To paint with primer already mixed in. Test samples instead of canned commitments. What do you say we dip into our wallets less and grab a hold of the latest tools out there so we can quit all that messing around with extra steps and get busy turning our doing dials up a notch? More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
Welcome to Zombieland. You got a pretty mouth. We're one of the few non-zombies left because we always play by the rules.
Well, you work all day while you want to play the fun and the slam with the face sand, but at the end of the day when your work is done, you ain't got nothing but fun.
You guys want some Purell?
Yes. Yeah.
Zombieland.
What do you think?
Rated R.
Now look at Sunday Night Sunset in Texas. Sunday Night Sunset night in America from Cowboys Stadium. Kickoff fast approaching, but first, the best of Week 2 from around the National Football League. The Jets' relentless blitz, and Mark Sanchez in his second pro game beat the Patriots 16-9 in the Meadowlands. That, Patriots, is what happens when you don't get to look as much tape as usual. The only Patriot TD was defensive. Saints and the Eagles, Drew Brees, 9 touchdowns in 2 games. 9 times in 2 games. 25 yards to Colston. The only other guy to do that in his first 2 games, Charlie Johnson of the 65 Cardinals. Saints 48-22. Cardinals and the Jags. Kurt Warner completed 24 of 26. Another record. That one to Fitzgerald. Cardinals beat the Jags 31-17. You know how old Kurt Warner is? He's 206. The Texans and the Titans, all Johnson. Chris Johnson, monster day, 3 touchdowns of 50 yards or better, including this one, 91 yards. 284 total yards in the day for Chris. Nevertheless, it was Andre Johnson and the Texans. 19 yards from Schaub, who won the game. Andre Johnson, 149 yards receiving. Texans 34, Titans 31. The Titans are 0-2. The Seahawks and the Niners. Frank Gore is back to 2007 form, maybe 2006. 207 yards for Gore, 79-yarder, 80-yarder. The Niners are now 2-0 as they beat up the Seahawks. And the Steelers and the Bears down to the wire. Jeffrey did not make his field goals. Gold did. Cutler to Knox. 17-14 Bears, and that's the best of, man.
Let's go back to some of the headlines here. I'll start with you, Rodney. Rex Ryan, he talked the talk earlier in the week. He walked the walk today.
Well, we know Rex Ryan. He's brash, he's cocky, he's arrogant, and those players truly respect him. And really, they've taken on his personality. So Rex Ryan, he's doing a phenomenal job out in New York, and those guys are they really look serious.
Tennessee last year had the best regular season record. They start out 0-2. Your thoughts on what you saw?
My question is, what's happened to the Tennessee defense? They're making big plays. They're scoring. Chris Johnson was phenomenal today, but they gave up 34 points. And being 0-2, that's a big hole going to New York.
And they lose Haynesworth, who goes to the Redskins, and they got the Jets coming up here.
That is a big problem. It looks like they haven't gotten that pressure up the middle inside, and that's allowed other people to throw the football on them.
We're going to watch the Giants and the Cowboys here on Football Night in America. You, as a defensive back, when that guy's come, Brandon Jacobs coming
Brandon Jacobs.
But he's coming after you.
Oh, my goodness. Brandon Jacobs. I played 15 years in this league, and I went against many backs, big, small, fast, whatever. And Brandon Jacobs, he's the most intimidating running back I've ever had to hit. And I can't lie to you, a couple times I was afraid to hit him.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, he's 270 pounds. He runs a 4.4, and at 35 years old, I want to live to see my kid.
And the Cowboys got some small DBs, so you can imagine what they're feeling.
I can only imagine. Even talking with different defensive backs around the league, these guys are afraid of him. I mean, you look at the two guys, Adrian Peterson and Brandon Jacobs are the two biggest running backs.
You're Tom Coughlin. What are you telling your defensive line about the pressure you'll put on Tony Romo?
Last thing I'm saying in the locker room, if I'm Tom, is, hey, we've got defensive backs hurt. It's going to be a tough matchup. Osi Umenyiora and Justin Tuck, you've got to win the game for us. You've got to win that battle. Don't let Tony Romo set his feet. You've got to dominate tonight if we're going to win.
I can only imagine what Flozo Adams is feeling. Here's the most penalized offensive lineman in the league last year, and he's got those two guys staring across the line of scrimmage. Atmosphere should be dynamite as you look at the Cowboys and the Giants from Cowboys Stadium, Bob.
I can't really hear you, Dan. I'm sure it was brilliant. I'm here along with 100,000 plus who are roaring in anticipation as kickoff approaches here in Dallas. It's a classic matchup in an ultra-modern setting. Giants-Cowboys in the inaugural game at Cowboys Stadium. Faith Hill is coming up, then Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth with the call. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Here's something you never saw coming. New SVU is moving to Wednesdays.
Great. We'll take it from here.
And they're bringing the guest stars. New SVU this Wednesday, 9/8 Central on NBC.
It's Arby's half-price roast beef sale. I said half price, as in 50% off. Regular roast beef or beef and cheddar sandwiches, your choice, now 50% off the regular price. But hurry, it's only for a limited time.
Now, get a new Lincoln MKS with $3,500 cash back or 0% financing for 60 months.
Today's lesson, digital cable plus free HD from Time Warner Cable equals big savings. Do the math. You can get digital cable for under $32 per month when you bundle. It's an amazing deal. Digital cable's the home of free HD. You get today's top HD channels at no extra cost. Satellite doesn't offer that. With them, you may have to pay twice for the same programs. Plus, digital cable gives you access to free on-demand. Instantly watch primetime shows, hit movies, and more. Add in local stations and a clear digital picture, and you've got big entertainment at a huge savings. And now you can get Roadrunner Turbo and Showtime free for an entire year when you bundle Roadrunner with digital cable. Connect today and watch your savings multiply. Get digital cable for under $32 per month when you bundle. Call 1-866-857-3234 today.
Hard days end easy at Longhorn Steakhouse, where we're fire grilling 2 new bacon-wrapped steaks. There's our juicy bacon-wrapped sirloin with a whiskey glaze starting at $9.99, and our new bacon-wrapped 3-cheese crusted filet. Longhorn Steakhouse.
Weather that's straight to the point. Valerie Abadi on News 5.
One play can change the game. Introducing NFL Red Zone, the new channel from NFL Network that can change how you watch the NFL. NFL Red Zone takes you from game to game on Sunday afternoons, live in HD. Get it now, or you could miss catching every touchdown from every game. To find out more, log on to NFL.com/RedZoneTV. You want the NFL? Go to the NFL.
You're watching NBC Sports, celebrating our 70th anniversary with the National Football League. The man-made wonders of the world.
What the Roman Coliseum was to the 1st century is what Cowboys Stadium is to the 21st century. Welcome to Jerry World in Arlington, Texas, a sports and entertainment palace that stands alone and has raised the bar to an entirely new level. And from their locker room, through a lounge, through a gauntlet of friendly fans, and this is no lounge act, so they're going to come out onto center stage, the Dallas Cowboys coming out onto the field, ready to take on their arch rival, New York Giants, on NBC Sunday Night Football. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Andrea Kramer. Welcome to opening night at Cowboys Stadium, and we'll take you on a tour over the next 3 hours through all of the nooks and the crannies and all of the rest. But in a few minutes, a football game is going to break out, and this is going to be a good one. Last year, the New York Giants were 12-4, secured home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs, looked positioned to win a 2nd straight Super Bowl, and all of a sudden Philadelphia came in and knocked them off and knocked them out of the playoffs. Dallas was positioned to get into the playoffs. They were 9-5, but they lost their home closer at Old Texas Stadium to Baltimore, and then went belly up and got embarrassed by Philadelphia, and they were knocked out of the playoffs. Last week, each team started with a win. The Giants knocked off Washington, and Dallas went down to Tampa Bay and knocked off the Buccaneers. So the Giants and the Cowboys tonight. But first, Chris, give me a noun, give me a preposition, give me a thought. I mean, be it ever so humble, there's no place like home, but Jerry Jones has redefined home.
I think I'm going to flunk this test, but all I can think of is the best. And I think my senses were a little numbed after watching the Olympics over in Beijing and all those incredible venues there. But when you walk around this stadium, it is just simply so sensational. Sum it up, the best.
Well, to make it the perfect night, the Cowboys would win the game before a crowd that might number over 100,000 tonight. Give me a key. What are the Cowboys going to have to do to win the game?
Well, Tony Romo is going to have another big night. There was so much made over the fact that without Terrell Owens, would this offense be the same? Would Tony Romo be the same? And yet they go out in the first week against Tampa, and they were simply sensational. 3 touchdown passes of over 40 yards to 3 different receivers. So, yes, indeed, Tony Romo can get it done without Terrell Owens.
Obviously, a big game for the Giants. This is the first of 3 consecutive road games for New York. What's the key to a Giant win?
Well, you can feel it out there. There's just so much raw emotion in this building right now. So for the New York Giants, they're going to have to try and take the crowd out of it a little bit. And what better way to do that than to pound it in there with Brandon Jacobs? They are so good at running the football, and if he gets it going, this crowd will disappear.
Well, it's going to be tough to make a crowd of 100,000 disappear, but that's what they'll try to do. Anyway, on center stage tonight, you've got Cowboys Stadium. You have Eli Manning. You have Tony Romo. You have the Giants and the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Dish Network. Why would you ever pay more for TV? By Geico, where 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Subway, home of the famous $5 footlong. Subway, eat fresh. Spanish audio provided by Telemundo.
It's right here. It's easy. It's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Who's watching?
It's right here. It's easy. It's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Introducing the Craftsman Cordless Multi-Tool. Remodel. Regrout. Restore. All repowered. Meet the hand tool. Rethought. The power and versatility of 6 tools packed into one. More innovations, more great values. Craftsman. Trust in your hands.
Dish Network takes you where the action is. Every Sunday afternoon, every team, every exciting moment is caught inside the red zone. NFL Red Zone, a new way to watch football. Available on Dish Network. Call now.
And off Dorsett up the middle. Here he goes.
What does greatness taste like?
Cuts to his right. Oh, no.
Grab a Miller Lite.
To the 30, to the 40,
from the rich golden color and real beer aroma.
He's got 2 men to beat. To the 20, to the 10.
To the true Pilsner taste.
Unbelievable!
There's light beer, and then there's triple hops brewed Miller Lite. Taste greatness.
Tony Dorsett is in the record books. 99 yards.
Veronica saves lives.
Lady, help me pull his shirt up.
Olivia protects them.
You think I'm afraid of you?
And they both get the job done on Wednesday. The premiere of Mercy and the return of SVU this Wednesday on NBC.
Get out your seats. It's all about now. It's the game of the week. The NFL stars are out and shining bright. It's the Giants and Cowboys, a guaranteed fight. Get ready, it's about to get wild. Sunday Night Football is now.
All right, Sunday night, here we go. Blast on the lights for the ultimate show. Get on your feet, it's about to explode. Hey Jack, it's a fact, we got the proof. Jerry built a palace with the hole in the roof. Cowboys and Giants, baby, ain't it the truth? The NFL's best have come to play. For every fan, there's just one thing left to say. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. The tough get rough in a primetime fight. The last one standing gets to turn out the lights. 'Cause I've been waiting all day for Sunday night.
Boy, did they make that look easy. Touchdown Giants. Barber in for the touchdown.
What a play.
Sunday night football on NBC. Al and Chris having fun on TV. America's ready, set the big boys free. 'Cause the NFL rocks on NBC.
And back at Cowboy Stadium with an American flag that goes from end zone to end zone. Let's join the public address system.
Ladies and gentlemen, singing our national anthem this evening, please welcome Jordan Sparks.
What's so proud you have at the
Preamble over. Time for the game. Giants and Cowboys. Kickoff next.
Ladies and gentlemen,
In February, the world will gather in the spectacular city of Vancouver for the 2010 Olympic Winter Games, live on NBC. NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
He is a monster from his outside linebacker position in Dallas's 3-4. He had 20 sacks in 2008. He's DeMarcus Ware, number 94, and moments ago down on the field with Andrea Kramer. Andrea.
A true party atmosphere for opening night of the new stadium. Over 100,000 people here. DeMarcus, what kind of home field advantage does this stadium provide for you guys?
I think it's all about the 12th man. I mean, we have 11 of them out there, but the fans make the 12th. We have at least 100,000 fans here, and I can see the electricity going throughout the whole stands. I mean, it's exciting.
You guys have sacked Eli Manning 17 times in the last 3 games, and you know pass protection is a point of emphasis for them. How do you get to Eli tonight?
I think the main thing, the first thing is stop the run. You got to stop Brandon Jacobs. He's a great runner, but you got to be able to get pressure and key when you have the opportunities.
All right, thanks very much. Appreciate your time. Well, the Cowboys defense comes in at full strength tonight, but not so for the Giants. Former Cowboy defensive lineman Chris Canty is out, and the Giants secondary is really banged up. They'll dress only 6 DBs. Cornerbacks Aaron Ross and Kevin Dockery are out, and their starting safeties, Kenny Phillips and Michael Johnson, are both playing hurt.
And Andrea, they'll get tested immediately because the Cowboys won the toss and have elected to receive. And just moments ago, former President George